Hey you guys, I'm here to talk about attachment styles, mine in particular. Different type of video. I'm talking about it because it's affecting me in my everyday life and has been for years. I have my computer with my notes. I would never share anything like this without a professional informing me of these things, so I'm not self-diagnosing. I spoke to a licensed professional and have been for years. Mine is called Fearful-Avoidant Attachment. They also call it Disorganized Attachment, and it's basically when a person wants closeness and a connection, but they're also afraid of it. It's me. I kind of figured this out 2 years ago when I started therapy again. Therapy is important. Everybody should do it to become self-aware, because I really didn't understand that I was operating this way for a very long time. I always see videos on what it is, but I never seen videos of people who actually have it. I actually have that, and I'm trying to heal it. I'm trying to be secure, you guys, but I'm not there yet. I would always want to be close and have these friends, but I'm always prepping for doomsday in the back of my mind. And yeah, man, it's wreaking havoc on my life at this particular moment. I have like this, it's like this push and pull constantly. I kept falling into like this pattern of like having friends and not having a relationship. Then it's over as soon as I blink my eye. Never had a problem starting relationships, but keeping them was very hard. It still is very hard. All right, so there's 4 different attachment styles. There's secure, anxious, dismissive avoidant, and fearful avoidant attachment. So out of the 4 different styles, I feel like this one is the most random, the most weird one. It's not bad or good. I don't know. Well, I think it might be the worst because it's so confusing. I don't mean to be confusing. I think for me, I'm just trying to protect, and me trying to protect pushes away. A few traits and characteristics of a person with fearful avoidant attachment are hypervigilance, struggles with consistency, hot and cold behavior, distrust in relationships, and fear of rejection. And these are just a few to sum it up. A couple years ago, 4 years ago, I think, there was a guy I was talking to, and things were cool. We were hitting it off. At least I thought so. And the moment he told me he liked me, I panicked. I left. I told him we can't. In the beginning, I gave him full disclosure, like, I want to see where things go. I just want to get to know you. I didn't really have intention on being anything. I didn't want to commit to him, I guess. Did I want something? Yes. Did I want him? No. And I didn't want him because he was showing me some sort of wanting to be together, and for me it just felt like, oh, I gotta commit to this. Oh, I gotta put all my eggs in this basket. So I ended up basically just telling him, like, you're not gonna want me. I'm not what you need or want. Yeah, I said that, and he couldn't understand why I felt that way, and he kept bothering me. I thought that me doing that would stop it. No, he was like, why? What's the real reason? But that was my real reason. You're not gonna like me once you get to know me, and that was something, and still is something, that I struggle with. So the way that it's affecting my relationships, it ends them. Friendship and relationship. Like, I've even had friends before in the past where I would meet them. I would meet my friends. We would have a relationship, whether I meet them at school or whatever extracurricular thing that I'm doing. I would allow myself to enjoy the moment and have fun, but the moment that event or the reason we met is over, I'm over it too. Like, I'm trying to wrap everything up. I'm like, okay, this was cool. I had you for this time, now we can both move on. That's pushed a lot of people that I know away, and not on purpose. I think for me, I just couldn't understand why people would want to be friends with me after the mission is complete. That sounds insane. Like, saying all this stuff on camera, I'm like, wow, I really do have a problem. I did have a friend, we were still friends, and I hurt her feelings. I didn't mean to. I basically told her, like, you know, I don't really understand why you're still friends with me. Mind you, we've been friends at this point for like 7 or 8 years, and she was just crying because she's like, well, why would you feel like that? And it's nothing that she did. It's just, I don't allow myself to enjoy relationships too much, because if I do and it fails, I feel like my world is crashing down. In the moment, it doesn't seem irrational, but after I come down, I'm like, what did I just do? And it sucks, because you push people away without even knowing it. It just comes out in your actions. And my therapist, she told me, she's like, your brain is just programmed to believe that you don't deserve good stuff, and you have to rewire it. Recently, I had a situation where I was enjoying a friendship a whole lot. I was enjoying it a bunch, but I would also tell my friend, like, I'd be like, we should stop being friends, because we would have like little disagreements, not even fight. Like, he would say something, I would say something, and he'd be like, that was negative or something like that. And I literally was like, I don't think we should be friends anymore. Not at that moment, but as the day went on, I told him that, and he's like, what are you talking about? Like, we can literally just talk about that issue and move on from it. And we did that, and we were cool. We were solid. Like, it was nothing. Eventually, I pushed that relationship away too. Not gonna get too deep into it, because on the off chance that my friend sees this, I would hate to put our business out there. However, that's when I kind of realized that, like, I really have a problem. Like, I was aware of the problem, but once that happened, I was like, that's me for real. Like, come on. Obviously, healing this is not a straight and narrow path. Like, I have moments where I really am in the moment. I'm allowing myself to be happy and things like that. But the moment I feel like I'm in danger, I panic. And that's what I kind of did. I want to stop. Eventually, I will have secure attachment or whatever. I think for me, the problem is I try to avoid conflict so much to the point where it's like, you can't avoid it. It's one of those things that has to happen. Like, even with my family, my mom, there was a situation where she came over, and I felt like she had an attitude, or like she was upset, but it just turned out she was kind of tired. But instead of me saying anything, I just kept it to myself, and I didn't say anything. But in my mind, I was like, okay, I just have to distance myself from her and never speak to her. And then the next day I woke up, I'm like, you have to speak to your mom. Like, you can't just disappear like that. My favorite thing to do is ghost. I feel like I can make everybody's life easier, including my own, if I just subtract myself from the issue. So we ended up speaking the following day, and I did something that I don't normally do, which is a part of healing. Basically just told her, like, hey, I felt like you were upset with me, and I felt like you didn't really want to talk to me, and it just seemed like you had an attitude, and it made me feel weird. And she's like, Destiny, I didn't know that I made you feel that way, and I'm glad you said something, but I wish you would have told me in the moment so I could have addressed it then. But in my head, you knew and you wanted me to feel that way, and because of that, I get the message, I get the picture. That's not a healthy way to carry out your life. And honestly, I wish that I didn't react the way that I do. the way that it feels to have this type of attachment style, it's lonely a lot. Like, I'm alone 90% of the time, and not because anybody did it to me. I did it, not all the time. Now sometimes it's like, okay, the other person, you're tripping, and I made the right decision by piecing out of your life. But most of the time, majority of the time, it's something that I did, and that's another reason why I want to stop it. Because although I enjoy my solitude, like, I enjoy being alone, trust me, I enjoy it too much sometimes, like, but also it scares me because I can't keep pushing everybody away. I enjoy the feeling of being close to people. I enjoy the family feeling. I enjoy the love feeling. Ew, but I enjoy it. It's just, I don't know if it'll last. Friendship, relationship, family-ship. And when people show me that they care about me, or when I realize that, like, it's actually okay to have an opinion, to feel something about something, and it not be the same as somebody else, and that relationship will still flourish, I'm like, oh, okay, this is real. It's kind of weird, and I don't know if any of you guys relate, and if you do, please share your story. I would love to hear it, just to know that, like, this is something that other people feel, because they say it, I see it on the internet, but I've never seen anybody tell me. Like, I've never talked to somebody with the same issue that I have. I just hope that one day I'll be able to fully, like, be secure, I guess, because secure attachment style, I heard it's super lit. They're not thinking about, oh my gosh, is this person gonna leave me? Or, oh my gosh, do I really have to commit to this person and I'm not gonna have a life anymore? It's just like chilling, just vibes. And I was this close to it, but not quite. Yeah, I just wanted to share that briefly, and share what it's like. In this moment, it's destroying my life. I'm not gonna lie to you. That sounds like very dramatic, but it's literally frying me. Because I'm always thinking about, I should have did this. I wish I did this. I wish I didn't do that. I wish I never said that. But in that moment, I did it because that's what felt safest, even though it was completely irrational. I literally stopped a almost relationship because I felt like the person didn't like me, even though they didn't really show complete signs of it. Yeah, that sucked. We ended up patching it up, but needless to say, that's over too. And that one I enjoyed. And I'm not the only reason for the downfall of that. I feel like we both contributed to the downfall of that, but I kind of started it. So I just want to stop doing it. So if you struggle with this too, put it in the comments. Let me know what your experience is. And if you have like Reddit or something, we can chat on there. I'm always on there. Yeah, I just want to know, like, what's your experience with it? What's your attachment style? If you have a different one, you can put it there too. And hopefully this makes you feel less alone. Hopefully you understand, like, everyone, or not everyone, but there's somebody out there just like you. It's me. Yeah, I hope we can all overcome this. But yeah, that's it. That's my 2 cents for today. I just wanted to share that. And yeah, thank y'all for watching. And thanks for going down this journey with me. I know it's random, completely random. It's always something new. But I just had to share that, get it off my chest. And yeah, bye y'all.